Today we have a young chap who's traveling all the way from Odisha to Andhra. So let's have a chit chat with him. Hello.
Hello, hi Vijay. How are you, everyone here? Nice weather. So basically, I belong from Odisha, as you said. I belong from a small city. It is Baleshwar, and that is my hometown. I have been traveling from past 3 years and have been doing a lot of treks within this past 3 years. I have done nearly around 25 treks and going to do more in the near future. So yeah, there are a lot of treks going on in my life, and recently I graduated in the past year from BTech Aerospace, and I'm going to pursue my masters this year in the end of this year possibly. And yeah.
तो शौविक आप उड़ीसा से हो? ठीक है, और आपने एरोस्पेस इंजीनियरिंग चूज़ किया. आप अपनी फैमिली के बारे में बताएंगे थोड़ा बहुत?
Okay, so my family, I had like mostly my father, mother, and my elder brother. So basically, my father is in paramilitary forces, BSF, Border Security Force, and my brother is a CAT aspiring student. Right now, he's preparing for CAT. He passed out from ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, and yeah, that's all about my family.
What's the reason behind? आपको क्या चीज़ ने मोटिवेट किया ना आपने ट्रैवलिंग को चूज़ किया, एंड फॉर व्हाट द रीज़न, उसके पर्पस क्या है, उसके व्हाट्स द रीज़न बिहाइंड ट्रैवलिंग?
Okay, so as I was a brat of like military background, so I have traveled a lot from since my childhood, like my father's transfer and all. So while traveling to different places in the childhood, I was fascinated by the cultures, different cultures, and I was exposed to all the cultures in around India. So that motivated me at the beginning stage, and then I did my first solo traveling in my bachelor's first year. So I went to Uttarakhand. I just backpacked a few things and I just went to Uttarakhand. सीधा उत्तराखंड जाने के बाद वहाँ पे कुछ दिन रहा and लोकल से इंटरेक्ट किया. I avoided the popular sports. जो पॉपुलर स्पोर्ट्स थे वहाँ पे नियरली जो लोकेशंस थे पॉपुलर डेस्टिनेशंस उत्तराखंड में, तो उसको मैंने अवॉइड किया और ऑफ बीट प्लेसेस में गया. आई वेंट टू लोकल विलेजेस इन उत्तराखंड एंड इंटरेक्टेड विद द कल्चर्स. सो आई वाज वेरी फैसिनेटेड विद दिस हिमालयन कल्चर which was in this Himachal, Uttarakhand and northeastern states. I was very fascinated. Since then, I traveled across all the Himalayan states, from starting from this Leh Ladakh to this northeast. So I covered all these belts and I really loved the experience I had yet now.
आपने हिमालयन माउंटेन रेंजेस के हर एक स्टेट को कवर किया, दैट इज़ फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू नॉर्थ ईस्ट. लेह लद्दाख से डाउन होके आपने नॉर्थ ईस्ट कवर किया, एंड आपने बताया है आपने यू हैव नॉट गॉन टू द लोकल टूरिस्ट स्पॉट. ओके, यू हैव कवर्ड ऑफ बिट प्लेसेस. यू हैव डन टिल नाउ 25 ट्रैक्स. सो व्हाट made you to take a trekking as a medium of travel?
Okay, so this is a long story actually. What I had in my plan, my future plans, my future goals, I want to become an astronaut. So for becoming an astronaut, we have to have a quality of adaptability. So we have to be adaptable in different situations, extreme situations especially. So this kind of trekking experiences and cold exposure, living in mountains and all these experiences will encourage the growth of adaptability. So I started for this astronaut thing, but it became a passion gradually. It became a passion and I enjoy trekking. And then what I saw is while I started my trekking journey, it was a bit tough at the beginning, but as the circumstances changes and the situation changed, I started loving it, and then I will be going daily to nearby treks and all. So I have done like more than 100 plus treks, like short treks, but the major treks I would say like 20-25. Yeah.
Your dream is to become an astronaut. तो आप एस्ट्रोनॉट को ट्रैकिंग से कैसे कनेक्ट कर पाओगे?
If you check the histories of all the astronauts, these astronauts will be doing lot of summits, lot of treks. So they will be doing this for the physical endurance part, and Like they will be training in the mountains for before going to space. So yeah, that is one of the motivation.
तो मैं आपको बोलना चाहूँगा कि आपने ट्रैक किया हुआ है और एंड यू स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम ईजीएस्ट लेवल ऑफ ट्रैक एंड यू हैव डन द मोस्ट डिफ़िकल्ट लेवल, एक्सट्रीम लेवल वाला भी किया है. सो प्लीज़ टेल अस अबाउट योर the best trek journey.
I did this Zuko Valley trek. There were two ways to go to Zuko Valley in Nagaland. So one is from Viswema village and one is from Jakama village. The Jakama village is very less taken by these tourists and travelers because it is too tough. And there is like a lot of wild animals also living in this forest areas. So people avoid that route. Mostly people will be going, like 95% people will be going through Vishwema route. I taken this Zakama route and that was my first trek, major trek. It was really challenging for me at the beginning. It was not easy. The elevation was like 65 or something, and it was mostly covered with wild animals. And also we have to be, I accompanied by some local guys who has this tribal guys has this sword and some local sword to threaten the animals. One of the hardest trek I will say is I did from Kamand Valley to Parasar trek. Nobody does this, but we did this. We are three guys. We did this from IIT Mandi. We started the trek. We did hitchhiking up to like the Kamand Valley. We started from Kamand Valley. Kamand Valley से हमने जब स्टार्ट किया तो हमको पता लगा कि यहाँ पे कोई डायरेक्ट रूट नहीं है और कुछ पगडंडी जैसे होता है, लाइक सम थिन ट्रेल्स भी कुछ था नहीं वहाँ पे. हाउ वी हैव टू क्लाइम? इट इज़ लाइक 75 degrees elevation. We have to just hold the grasses and we have to climb. It was like kind of more rock climbing rather than trekking. I shouldn't recommend anyone to do this kind of stuff. They should know the place first. We didn't knew the place, and we started the trek. And in the middle, we got to know that we are stuck in the middle of the forest and all. How we will reach Parasar, we don't know. So it was really life-threatening. One person slipped. Among us three, one guy slipped because he didn't knew a lot of trekking things. So he just came trusting us. He slipped and fell into like some height, like 10 meters, 20 meters. He fell down, and thank God there was some rock in which he got stuck. And then few locals were this sheep herds. Those who are like जो वैसे शिप को वहाँ पे घुमाते हैं ना, शिप वाले people. So they were there. So they helped this guy, and I told this guy to return back. And there were a lot of this bones scattered around because there are a lot of wild animals there too. We also heard this roaring sounds in these jungles and all. So we covered it 2 to 3 peaks, and this after crossing the peak. After like trekking for around 8 hours, we finally found a human thing. There was a house we found, it was like a shelter kind of. So there were few cows and all. So we thought that okay, we finally are near to this human civilization thing. There we went to Parasar. Yeah, it was challenging, quite challenging, the most challenging I guess.
अमेजिंग. आपकी स्टोरी सुन के ऐसा लग रहा है कि ट्रैक हर एक बंदे को अपनी लाइफ में वन टाइम तो करना चाहिए. दिस इज़ अ ट्रैक एटलीस्ट अ पर्सन शुड अटेम्प्ट वन टाइम. सो आप क्या गाइडेंस दोगे? व्हाट आर द एसेंशियल थिंग्स रिक्वायर्ड फॉर ट्रैक एंड हाउ योर बॉडी, आपकी बॉडी ट्रैक के लिए कैसे प्रिपेयर करना है, जैसे फिजिकल एंड्योरेंस, स्टैमिना and everything?
So for beginners, I have a lot of advices. I have done a lot of mistakes in my beginning because I will be going solo trekking. So try to avoid solo at the beginning because you don't know the locality. There might be wild animals. There might be some risky situations like avalanche or something. Or else you can do one thing. You can just go through this guided treks. Like people will be guiding through this group treks and all. So you can go by that also at the beginning stage. But try to do solo once in your life for sure, because that will have a different kind of experiences which you will not have in this group treks or guided treks. And for building physical endurance, I would recommend that start walking in your nearby city wherever you are living. start walking daily, and from walking try to do some like 10 kilometers, like try to have this increment in this walking. I will talk about equipments. Try to take all the gears possibly with you. Don't depend on this guided tours and all. They might have this what to say, old equipments, not like modern one. There are a lot of government training centers also where you can learn trekking. Like in Manali there is Atal Bihari Vajpayee Institute, so you can learn mountaineering and treks in these institutes. They are really cheap, and you can learn a really good skill, because this army people will be teaching you, professional mountaineers. Yeah, a lot of people are coming from foreign to learn mountaineering from India, because there's a Himalayan ranges there.
आपने इक्विपमेंट की बात की, कैन यू गाइड व्हाट आर द इक्विपमेंट्स रिक्वायर्ड जो ट्रैकिंग के लिए चाहिए अपने को? जैसे स्टिक है, शूज़ है, तो व्हाट आर द मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द ट्रैक, जो एक ट्रैक स्टार्ट करने के लिए ये बेसिक थिंग एक होनी चाहिए अपने पास?
वन थिंग आई विल टेल, ट्रैकिंग आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो बिगिनिंग में, but you should do hiking first. Okay, so like hiking you can do, you should need some like hiking boots, like they're quite cheap. Purchase a hiking boot for sure. Don't go with the sports shoes and running shoes and sneakers. Avoid this. For trekking you definitely need a pole. Invest in a good pole. You can get it from Decathlon also. You should have proper gears, like proper insulation. If you're going to some extreme cold temperatures, you should have this proper insulation, like some kind of jackets. Check the temperatures and all. If you are staying overnight, then obviously invest in a tent. If you're getting from this guided treks, then it is fine, but you can invest in your own tents also, camping sleeping bags and all. Skincare routines also, because it is very necessary in this top mountain ranges to protect your skin, because the UV is too much, and you might get skin cancer easily, because there are a lot of UV radiations in this mountain regions, and this snow reflections are also there. And goggles, this would be fine. You can start trekking.
आपने पहाड़ों को तो बता दिया, यू हैव, आपने कुछ ऐसा जहाँ पे बर्फीला मौसम हो, स्नो ट्रैकिंग की है, उसके बारे में कुछ आप बताना चाहेंगे?
Okay, I have done a lot of snow trekking. Like the Zuko Valley trek was the first snow trek I did. There was not a lot of snow, but there were snows in the top range of Zuko Valley. Then I did this Lamadu trek. Lamadu trek is near to Manali, old Manali. So it is a good trek. So there are also a lot of snow peaks, and I did this Brigu Lake trek. There was a lot of snow, and Hamta Pass, and then Chandratal trek. A lot of snow are there in every trek, and it is quite exciting. And I love to do the snow treks more, because they excite me. And I did cold exposure training too for that.
So can you define what is cold exposure training?
It is a new concept actually. A lot of people don't know about it, much aware of it, because it is a like a Northern European culture of this cold exposure. So what these people will be doing in Northern Europe is they will be exposing their body to cold. They will be getting out of insulation and all, and they will be exposing to extreme temperatures like minus 30, minus 40. They will be exposing bare body. So there is a technique called Wim Hof method. So Wim Hof is a guy who started this cold exposure training worldwide. So he made it this technique globally, and in India a lot of followers are there for Wim Hof technique. So I did my cold exposure training in Lahol Spiti district of Himachal. So I did this in Sishu Valley. So Sishu is like the beginning of Lahol Spiti district. So I did there. It was like when the beginning stage you have to like expose your body to a little cold, like 5 degrees. From starting 5 degrees, it will be like you will having some breathing techniques to breathe and inhale and exhale, and keep the carbon dioxide more into your body so that it will be warm. There are a lot of techniques for doing this. So you can begin with cold shower. Starting with cold shower in winter places like extreme cold temperatures, you can take cold showers. That is the first method. Then you can go gradually to ice showers. Then you can gradually go bare body to outside and be exposed to the temperatures. So I did this. A lot of actors are recently doing. You know this Vijay Jamwal. he also did this cold exposure training. He sat in this extreme minus 15 degrees for around 2 to 3 hours. So it has a lot of benefits actually. Health benefits are a lot. Like you will never get a cold after that. You will get a cold like in 10-20 years you will get once like that.
अमेजिंग, आपने कोल्ड एक्सपोजर टेक्निक के बारे में बताया एंड हाउ इट बेनिफिट्स ऑल्सो. सो गाइज, टुडे इज़ June 12th एंड टुडे वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग इंटरनेशनल काउच सर्फिंग डे. काउच सर्फिंग डे एक ऐसा ऐप है जो ट्रैवलर्स को हेल्प करता है टू कनेक्ट विद अ फेलो ट्रैवलर एंड इन अ बजट रेंज. एंड शौबिक जो हमारे साथ उड़ीसा से है वो भी एक काउच सर्फर है और एक बजटेड ट्रैवलर है और एक एडवांस ट्रैकर है जिन्होंने अपनी कहानी आपको बताई है. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड फॉर मोर एक्साइटिंग अपडेट्स अबाउट ट्रैवल, अबाउट आवर ओन सिटी विशाखापट्टनम. डू लाइक, कमेंट, फॉलो एंड सब्सक्राइब Mano Vizag.